numbers and strings. That is already chapter 5. So number and strings, familiar naman na kayo with that kasi nung mga past lessons, data types were already introduced in our discussion. So we already have an idea when you say what are the number data types and what are the string data types. But in this chapter, we will further discuss yung iba pang kasama sa mga number and string data types. So at the end of this chapter, our goal is for you to understand number and string implementation in Python, discuss the number functions and string methods. Basically, we will also identify what are functions and what are methods, and write Python programs that uses number and string operations. So let's start with number data types. So number data types, you know na this is for numbers. And numbers are used in programming, we commonly use number data types in mathematical operation or arithmetic operations. During high school, nung pinag-aaralan natin yung mga yung mga numbers, we know na, if you can recall, ang tawag natin sa mga numbers are real numbers. We have the real numbers and the imaginary numbers. Under real numbers, you have the sign numbers, positive, 0, and negative numbers. Also, sa real numbers, you can classify them as the whole numbers and yung mga fractions. So, whole number, pwede rin natin i-connect yan with programming. Our number data type, basically in Python, are integers and float. Pag sinabi natin integers, these are the whole numbers. Whole numbers, wala silang gansal. As in, buo. 4.25 is not a whole number. Yung 4 doon, yun yung whole number. 0.25 is a fraction. When we say fraction, this could be in a fraction form, yung may bar, or in a decimal form. Yung 0.25, decimal form, 1/4 is the fraction form. So yung mga numbers na may gansal or may mga sobra, hindi sila whole number, we can classify them as float. So either integer or float, whole numbers or decimal numbers, these can be positive or negative. So pwede silang signed numbers. And the other data type in Python is complex number. Under complex number is a combination of real and imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers are yung mga square root of I, 5 square root of I, basta yung mahabang-mahaba, pero hindi ko na masyado na maintindihan. I have little knowledge about complex number. Kasi nung high school, hindi ko rin siya naiintindihan. Hanggang ngayon, hindi ko siya iniintindi. Pero very minimal lang naman yung paggamit natin ng complex number. Unless you're creating a program that is focused on engineering, yung mga scientific calculations and engineering calculations. That's the only time that gumagamit tayo ng Python, complex number. Pero kung common, machine problems, we can use integer or float. Depende kung ano ang representation niya. Kung whole number ba siya, whole number without any decimal point, ibig sabihin 9.0 is not integer. Kahit nabuo siya at 0 yung decimal niya, this is in a form of float pa rin kasi may decimal point siya. Integers, wala silang decimal point. Or float, ito yung mga may decimal point. Okay? So, integer and float. Previous discussion also natin, meron tayong tinatawag na long or long integer. Pero upon checking with the update for Python, in the latest version, which is Python 3, long data type or long integers has been already removed. So, kung anong meron lang tayo is integer and float lang talaga. So, ang ano lang natin, ang indication lang natin is yung decimal point. Kapag may decimal point, yung data type natin, yung input data or yung output data, basta may decimal point siya, ang kailangan mong gamitin na data type is float. Kung wala siyang decimal point, integer siya. Wala na tayong long integer or short integer. Classified na siya as integer only. Tapos, yung size ng integer natin, dahil pwede niya mahawakan yung mga long data type or long integers, as in yung mga large numbers, that would be depending kung ano ang CPU architecture mo. Kung 32-bit system ba yan o 64-bit system. Pero, as a general, integer lang din siya. Okay? So, what do we have in number data types? In Python and other programming languages, meron tayong mga tinatawag nating functions. We can define functions as predefined, ready-made. Sa Tagalog is naka-program na siya. Hindi mo na kailangan i-code yung actual program niya. Tatawagin mo lang yung function. Or yung, in other terms, sinatawag natin siyang function, sub-program, sub-procedure. Yon, ganun mga tawag doon. Pero same behavior lang. These are predefined programs, ready-made programs. You don't need to code the whole program kasi naka-ready na siya. Iko-call mo lang siya for implementation or for usage. And in common programming languages, kapag ka maraming functions or a collection of functions, tinatawag natin yang modules. In Python, we call them modules. In Java, we call them class. But basically, modules or class is a file. For modules, it is a Python file. For classes, it's a Java file. Classified only as module or as a class. So, example. What I have here is, for example, this is a program file. Ito, program file to. Ang pangalan ng file ko, Python file is math. Extension.py. We all know na extension file name ng mga Python files is .py. So, ang pangalan ang file name is math. And this is a collection of subprograms or functions. And for each function or subprogram, I have codes. Yung mga dotted lines dyan are codes. Hindi ko na lang in-specify for demonstration purpose. So, inside here is mga codes yan. Okay? So, since a collection of function to, I can call this file, dahil collection of functions, I can call this as a module. Okay? Now, since itong module na to, meron siyang subprogram, and for example, kailangan ko ng function para sa exponent or to raise value. 2 raised to 3. Commonly, ganyan yan. Diba? When we code it. Pero pwede rin tayong gumamit ng function, power, tapos lagay lang natin kung ano yung value na igagamitin. So, 2 power to 3 or 2 raised to 3. So, hahanapin lang niya yung power na function dahil tinawag natin, ito yun. Tapos, papasa lang niya yung value na 2 and 3 dun sa code. Tapos, magbabalik na siya sa'yo ng answer, which is 8. So, ganun lang siya. imbes na gumamit ka ng ganitong expression, pwedeng function yung gamitin mo. Okay? So this is math.py. We can call it math module. So math module is one of the standard modules in Python. It is a collection of mathematical functions, and you have to import the module using import.math. So, and also in proper definition, a Python module can have a set of functions. So alam na natin yon. Module is a collection of functions, classes, or variables defined and implemented. So let us go further para mas maintindihan nyo kung anong ibig sabihin ng modules. So we will discuss or focus on math functions first. So these are just a few of the math functions available in Python. So we have ABS or absolute, max, maximum, minimum, power, round, and square root. So ayan. So may definition yan. Example, absolute. The absolute value of x, the positive distance between x or 0. So, ang gagawin lang natin, we will gonna use the keyword. Gamitin mo lang yung keyword niya. Kung ano yung prescribed keyword, yun yung gagamitin mo. And then, kapag ganito, it is requiring you to pass a value. Kailangan meron ka daw ibigay na value. Yung value na ibibigay mo, yun yung ipaprocess niya. For this example, ABS negative 1, 2, 3. So, ang gagawin nito, kukunin ko yung absolute value ng negative 1, 2, 3. This is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Because kinukuha niya yung absolute value of x. Ito yung value of x na pinasa mo. Or the positive. Meaning, tinatanggal lang niya yung sign. Tapos, kinukuha niya yung actual value. Next example, this one, we have x1, x2, and dot, 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 or ellipsis. Ibig sabihin, you can pass multiple values, maraming values of x. Like in my example, nagpasa ako sa kanya tatlong values, 39, 29, 45. And ang function or ang ginagawa ng max is to get the largest of its arguments. When we say arguments, these are the values submitted. Okay? Alin daw yung largest of the arguments, which is 45. Your answer here or magiging output mo dito is 45. For minimum, same behavior with max. You can pass multiple values. And ang gagawin niya is kukunin niya is smallest value of its argument, which is 29. So, ang difference nito, si absolute, isa lang yung hinihingi niya. Si max, pwede multiple. Si power, it's requiring you two values. Value for x and value for y. Kaya pag pinasa ko is power, like power 2, 3. This is x, 2, asterisk, asterisk. This is y. Ito yung magiging 3. So, 2 raised to 3, this will be 8. Yan yung magiging or return value niya is 8. Next, we have round. Sa round, it's requiring yung value for x and meron kang ditong optional kasi nakaganyan siya. So, you can pass second value or pwedeng walang value. Square root, isang value. Ang ginagawa ng square root, kinukuha niya yung square root of x. Let's practice or let's try this in a program para mas makita niyo. Oh. Tamad kasi mag-type si ma'am. Okay. So, ABS, ay bastos. What happened? Tama. Okay, absolute value. This is the value of x, yung argument na pinasa natin. Tinawag natin yung function na absolute. So, ang return niya or output niya is walang sign or the absolute value, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. For max or maximum, sabi natin 45. This is the max value among 31, 29, and 45. For minimum, ang daming space. Yung ganyan. Power. Two raised to 3 is 8. We have round. So 134.838 rounded off to integer is 135. Let's start with absolute first. So sabi natin x ang pinapasa nating value kay absolute. What if wala kang pinasang value? What will be the problem? Or ano magiging output? 0 given. So absolute, sabi niya, function absolute takes exactly one argument. Kailangan niya ng one argument or one value. 0 given. What if pinasa mo is string? Bad operand type. String yung pinasa mo. So that this is requiring you a number data type or a number value. What if sobra sa isa? Pwede kaya na sabay-sabay niya i-process. Takes exactly one argument, 2 are given. Okay? So, kailangan daw exactly 1. For power, what if isa lang yung binigay mong value? It is requiring you 2 arguments, correct? The x and y. What if isa lang yung binigay mo? So, you have an error, power missing required argument, position 2 or yung second value. What if sobra? Sobra sa dalawa. Meron kang output, however, hindi mo alam kung saan galing yung output. Why is it 0? What if 6 yan? Nag-iiba. Paano mo nakuha yung 2? Okay, so mali rin yung output. So power is exactly taking 2 values or 2 arguments. Rounded off. Sabi natin for rounded off, optional yung second value. Pero yung x, required siya. Kung wala kang pinasa, let's check. Missing argument for position 1. Kasi wala kang pinasa. If string yan, Makulit tayo. String. String doesn't define round method. So, ayaw. So, yung kanina, sabi niya, optional yung, so, okay lang na isa, that will work. Pag isa lang yung value na pinasa mo, yung actual value, i-round off niya into integer. Kaya 134, 8 is more than 5, so na-round off niya into whole number, 135. Kung lagyan natin ng value, let's say 1, yung second or yung position 2. Notice, yung 135, binigyan niya ng 1 decimal place. So, 1.34.8. Saan galing yun? Dito. 3 is less than 5, so hindi niya na-round off or hindi siya nag-plus 1 dun sa 1.34.8. What if gawin natin tong 2? Nung ginawa natin 2, yung second value, naging 2 decimal places. Okay? 134.84, bakit? Kasi yung last digit is 8. That is more than 5, kaya nag-plus 1 siya dito, kaya siya naging 134.84. What if saktong 3? Same lang kasi wala na siyang kukunang value or 0 yan nandito. Okay? 4, mag-error ba pag naglagay tayo ng 4? Wala namang error. Pero same lang din. Eh what if ang gusto kong i-round off? Pagka ni-round off ko to in sa tens values, 130. Round off to tens kasi 134 lang siya. Ano yung kailangan kong nandito? Ano kaya yung pwedeng value na nandito? Any guess? Five. Kapag 5, this will, pag 5 nilagay natin dito, same pa rin. Pero pag dinagdag na natin to ng, ng value, ayan, pinahaba natin, nagiging 5 decimal places. So notice, pag pataas to ng pataas, padami ng padami yung decimal places dito. So this will declare yung decimal place mo. Eh paano kung ang gusto ko is itong nasa whole number, wala sa decimal places?
Negative po ba? Pwede po ba?
Let's try negative. Let's try negative 1 first. Negative 1, nakuha ko yung 130. What if mag-negative 2 ako? 100. So, yung negative, sino nag-answer yung negative? Sino ka man? Paramdam ka. So, yung negative, this manipulates yung mga whole number. Pag negative 1 nasa tens value, negative 2 nasa 100. Example, gawin natin tong 80. 184. Dahil 8 to, rounded off, kailangan ang maging output ko is
8 pa rin.
ilan? Rounded off to hundreds value. What is the value kung i-round off ko to sa hundreds? Nalilito ba kayo sa hundreds? This is your ones. This is your tens. This is your hundreds. Ones.
Magiging 200 na.
Tens. Okay. This is your hundreds. Pagka round off to 100, sabi ko, ang output is 200. Why? because yung value before yang hundreds, yung nasa tens niya is 8. 8 is more than 5, kaya magpa-plus 1 siya, kaya siya naging 200. Gets?
Opo.
Okay.
Opo, ma'am.
Okay. Siya. So, ganun po sa round function. Your second or yung y value optional at ang ginagawa ng y value, this indicates kung ilan or saang place ka magra-round off. How about yung isa, yung last? We have square root. We have square root of 25. What is the square root of 25? Anyone? What is the square root of 25? Bakit kaya naggaganon? Nag-a-add siya. Okay. Square root? Hindi.
5.
Salamat. Tino ka man. Salamat. Napaka-supportive. Wala kasi sasagot. Okay. 5. Expected value. Kaso, sabi niya, line 6. Line 6. Square root not defined. We have an error. Paano kaya yan? So we have an error in line 6, square root. This one, not defined daw, SQRT. Pero pag check ko naman, tama naman yung aking example. SQRT, then pass the value of X. Check nyo may nasa book. Tama naman, SQRT, pass the value of X. Ano kaya ang solution dyan? Any suggestions? Any suggestion po? Ay, wala rin si Janty. Oh, sige, check natin sa ano. Paano ka mag-Google? Square root in Python. Paano ba gumamit ng square root in Python? Oh. Ay, nakita ko na. Nakita ko na yung sagot. Sabi niya, mat.square root. Binigay naman niya agad. Oh, so gamitin natin yung mat.square root. Sabi kasi ni Google mat.square root. Run. Mat is not defined. Nako. Oh. E di Google mo din. Mat is not defined in 5. Ano sabi? Magbasa tayo. Paano daw, guys?
Import daw, ma'am.
Import. Si ma'am, tinuturuan mo lang kami mag-Google. Ano ba yan, ma'am? Hindi. Programming kasi is kailangan resourceful ka. Marunong kayo dapat magbasa ng resources. Sabi, import. Anong i-import natin? Of course, si math. Tignan na natin kung gagana. Kung kaninang walang import, ito yung error natin. Nung nilagay natin yung import, gumana siya. Hooray, hooray. Bakit? Kasi nga, balikan natin yung kanina. I-discuss ko kanina. Sabi ko, square root. Ito si square root. Si square root, under siya ng math.py. Nung tinawag natin yung square root, hindi siya defined. Sabi niya, hindi niya ma-recognize. Now, kailangan natin kasing tawagin yung file din mismo. Yung module or yung class. If tatawag ka ng function, you have to call the module or the class. So, paano ba tayo tumawag? To use mathematical functions under this module, you have to import the module using import math. So, you have to use import math. At kapag nag-import math ka, kasi pagka in real life, in real program, marami kang ini-import. Import math, import .io, import scanner, import round, kung ano mang classes, series of import yan. Paano kung malalaman na si square root kay math siya, kay scanner, kay random, kung kaninong module yan? So you have to be specific, math, yung pangalan ng module niya, that, yung function name. Gets?
Opo.
Hi. So, ganun po gumamit ng modules and functions. So gumana naman si the square root, 25. Now, so alam niyo, malinaw na sa atin yon. Kailangan you know the keyword, kung ano yung pangalan na tatawagin nyo or the function na tatawagin nyo. Exactly kung ilan argument or parameter, tinatawag argument is also called parameters, in other terms, values. Kung ilan yung required values, the number of values, yun din yung pwedeng ipasa. Ma'am, sa example mo, puro numbers yung example mo. What if variables? Pwede ba ako magpasa ng variables? Let's try. Num1 is equals to negative 1, 2, 3, 4. I have list. Example, laman ng list ko is same. I have float x. Ayan. So, naglagay na ako ng variable num1. Ang value niya is negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Less is a collection or a set of values, 31, 29, 45. I have float x. Value is 184.838. Blah, blah, blah. And then, yan. What if variable yung tawagin ko imbes na actual value? Gagana kaya siya, ma'am? Num1 less while editing this one, ma'am, bakit doon sa last topic mo, sabi mo kailangan gumamit ng mga naming convention? Tapos ikaw pagka nagpo-program ka, hindi ka naman gumagamit ng naming convention. When we are creating programs, especially yung mga programs na may actual function, like say, you created a program for conversion. Ayun, for conversion, kunwari, conversion of temperature. Specific yung program na yon, may function siya kung para saan yung program na yon. So, for that types of program, we are encouraging you, or it is proper for you to use correct naming convention. Kaya Celsius, Fahrenheit, hindi XY, kaya para mas proper yung programming nyo. For the program na ginagawa ko, these are just program for demonstration purposes. So, ang ginagamit ko are, tawag ko sa mga to ay dummy variables. Dummy variables lang to. That is why I can use X, Y, kasi hindi naman sila specific or wala naman talagang meaning yung mga variables ko dito. So, here is float X. And sample here is C is 25. So, negative X. Try natin. So, this is yung kung number kung ipapasa natin. Tapos, this part is if variable. So, absolute value of num1, negative na, negative mo pa, num1, less, ito yung values niya, same lang nito, less x and y, 2 and 3, same lang. Float x, this is your float x, and negative value of x. Value of x is 2. So, negative niya is negative 2. Kailangan 200 din yung expected natin. Check natin kung pwede yung ganito dito. And then, square root 25. Let's replace this with z. Gagana? Gumana. So, same output lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 45, 8, 200. 5.0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 45, 29, 8, 200, 5.0. Same values. So you can use, or you as parameters, arguments, or values, you can use direct numbers or variables depende sa scenario or sa hinihingi ng program nyo. Okay? Okay. So, etong square root, example, square root, ang lagi niyang value is float. Your output data type is always float. What if ang gusto kong lumabas dyan is integer? Walang 0.0. Paano ko ma-achieve yun? Anyone? Alam niyo yan. Kung float siya, gusto ko siya maging whole number. What do I need to do? Anong kailangan kong gawin? Anyone? Baludakar niyan. Kailangan mo sasagot. Pwedeng try. Hindi naman kita i-judge eh. Wala mag-try? Try?
Ma'am, gagawin pong int yung ano? Yung
Yung ano?
sa math.
Tamat? Example this one. For this one. Saan ko lalagay yung int?
Before math, ma'am.
Before math. Okay. So int, of course, you have to enclose it in parentheses. So ang gagawin niya, how do you read this? Siyempre, babatuhin niya muna kukunin niya muna yung value na 5.0. Pa-process niya muna to. And then, pagka ang labas niyan, ganito yung labas niyan. Int 5.0. O, tapos, ang magiging output is 5 na lang kasi gumamit ka ng data type conversion int. Good?
Opo.
Okay, ito yung walang int, ito yung may int. This is float, this is integer. Okay? Next. Diba? Dali-dali lang. O yan. So, madali lang. Itong mga to, these are just few of the functions that we have in Python. When you search math functions in Python, marami kayong makikita pang ibang functions. Ayan. So, you have factorial, fsum, exponent, logarithm, kung kailangan nyo ng logarithm, cosine, tan, hypotenuse, trigonometric functions, calculus. Hindi ko na iniisa-isa yan kasi hindi ko rin siya naintindihan ng high school. Huwag niyo akong subong sa teacher ko. Nakalimutan ko na sila eh, nag-move on na ako. Pero if your program will require this, example, in the future, gagamit kayo ng mga calculus or trigonometric function, check nyo kung anong, if that function would also be available in Python. And then you check if this function is available in your current version of your programming language or your example for Python. It's available in Python 3 kung anong version meron ka. Okay? Ganun po gumamit ng mag-search ng functions. Si Ma'am puro search lang. Dapat masanay kayong mag-search, hindi copy-copy lang. Next, we also have the random. Okay. Aside from arithmetic operations, we also use numbers in randomizing, or we produce numbers as random numbers sa mga programs natin. And like math, kung ang math is math module is math.py, for random, meron din siyang module and you call it random.py. At sa random module, ano yung mga functions niya? Ito yung mga functions niya. Random, random integer, random range, choice, and shuffle. This is just a few of the functions under random module. So, anong ginagawa nitong mga to? I-copy-paste na lang natin para mas madali nyo maintindihan. Okay. So, kung si math, import math, kay random, of course, kailangan natin ng import random. And then, example, I have here a list or a collection of numbers. Under this variable, we have 12, 23, 45, 67, 65, 43. Numbers. Ang pangalan ng list is numbers. And then, okay. So, let's figure out kung para saan yung each. So, this is random. So, random, ang ginagawa niya is nagpo-produce siya ng float. Proper definition, sabi niya, random generates random float between 0.0 to 1.0. So, any float number between 0, more than 0, and less than 1. Yun yung pinoproduce ni random. And always float number siya. So, yun yung naging output niya. Any value, a float value that is between 0 and more than 0 and less than 1. Next is, we have random integer. So for random integer, this is requiring us, anong mangyayari kapag wala tayong pinasang value? Example. Okay, missing required positional arguments for A and B or position 1, position 2. What if isa lang? Required positional argument B. So, kailangan dalawa daw yung values. Let's say 100. Okay. 5, random integer. Ito yung tinan natin, ha? 68, 93, 57. Let's check kung lalabas yung 100. My God, good luck. O, babaan natin para ma-check natin kung inclusive ba siya. Kung lalabas ba yung 0, this is your start and this is your ending. Kung lalabas ba, kung kasama ba sila sa random number or inclusive. 8, 6, 7, 4, 8, 2, 0. Walang 10? Meron. 0. Lalabas ba yung 0? Dapat kasali siya. Ayun. So, inclusive siya. Kasali silang sa random generated. So, ang choices mo, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What if, dahil sabi mo, this is your start, this is your ending range, what if baliktad? Mas mataas yung nauna. Ipaprocess kaya niya yan? No. Sabi niya, oh, ito, marami siyang error. Basta ang error niya, empty range for run range. O basta mali. Dapat mauna is mas maliit na value and then the second value is mas malaki. Okay? So since nag-start na tayo sa 1, don't expect na lalabas dyan yung 0. Your choices is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dun lang siya pipili. Okay? That is random integer. We good?
Good.
Next is rand range or random range. Ano kaya ang difference ng rand range sa random integer? Notice, dito, meron tayong pangatlong value. Ano daw yung pangatlong value? Let's read. Sabi niya, returns randomly selected element from range created by the start and stop and step. So, si random integer, meron siyang start, meron siyang stop or ending value or ending range. Pero si random range, meron siyang pangatlo, yung step. Para saan kaya yung step? Let's try with this. Let's start. Starting value 0, ending value is 10, step is 1. So, yung nagiging output niya, ito yung titingnan natin. Nagiging output niya is the common. What if palitan natin yung range? Ay, yung step, I mean. So, anong lumalabas? Para saan yung step? Let's try another one. Halimbawa, 50. And step 5. Ito yung titinan natin. Ano yung mga nagiging output niya? Ganun lumalabas. $25, $35, $30, $0, $30, $40, $20, $45. O para saan yung step? Anyone?
Parang nag-skip counting lang, ma'am.
Okay. Skip counting or siya yung nagiging anong tawag dito? Interval ng bawat number. So sabi niya natin, this is your stop, this is your ending 50. So ang range natin is 0 to 50. So dahil ang step natin is 5, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Kasama ba yung 55?
Hindi na, ma'am.
Hindi na, kasi ang range lang natin is until 50. So, hindi siya kasama. So, ang choices lang natin for the random with this statement as start 0 and 0 and 50, step 5, ito lang yung choices niya. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Dito lang siya pipili ng random numbers. What if baguhin natin yung value, starting value, gawin natin 2? Notice kung ano yung nagiging output. 22, 47, 32, 17, 47. Why? Kasi if binago natin yung starting, na-adjust din. So we start with 2 plus 5, 7, plus 5, 12, plus 5, 17, plus 5, 22, plus 5, 27 plus 5, 32 plus 5, 37 plus 5, 42 plus 5, 47 plus 5, 52. Kasama pa yung 52?
Hindi na po.
Hindi na.
Hindi
So,
na, ma'am.
ito lang yung choices natin. 2, 7, 12, 17, 22, 30, 30. This is 32. 37, 42, and 47. So, pag nag-generate siya, dito lang siya pipili. 2, 47, either ending ng 7 or ng 2. Okay? Clear? Random range?
Yes, ma'am.
So, that's the difference between random integer and random range. What if dalawa lang yung pinasa nating value? Nag-generate siya, pero ang counting niya is kasi by default, yung pangatlong number is 1. Okay? Yung step niya is 1. Kung wala yan. Kung isa lang yung pinasa niyong value, wala. Hindi siya nag-generate. 0, 1 lang. Okay. 0, 1. Meron siyang explanation dito eh. The value of start is 0 by default. And then the value of step is 0 by default. So, kung isa lang yung pinasa mo, mapupunta siya sa second position. So, which is, ano ba yung second position? Yung ending. So, by default, ang pinaprocess niya niyan is 0, start, and then kung ano yung value na pinasa mo, 2. And then, ano ba yung ending? Yung step, which is 1. This is the default value for step, default value for start. So, yung pinasa mong value is 2, kaya ang lagi lang lumalabas is either 0 or 1. Kapag ka pinasa mo is 5, mapupunta siya sa value ng ending. So your choice is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 0, 3, 2, 1, 4, and 5. Where's 5? Lalabas din yan, kunwari. Hintayin nyo, lalabas din yan. Niniwala ako lalabas din yan. What if sobra? 1, 5, step 2, 4. Ayan. Sobrang values. O, nag-error na siya nun. So, either, for random range, either isa, kapag isang value lang yung pinasa mo, papupunta yun sa stop, sa ending value. Kapag dalawa, mapupunta yun sa start and end. Default step is 1. Kapag tatlo, ayan, kompleto naman. Start and end step. Okay? Okay? Okay. Next, random choice. Okay. For random choice, kita muna natin, kunwari, this one. These are your choices. Bakit ayaw niya? Okay. Random choice. Okay. For random choice, so from the word choice, ano ba yung ginagawa niya? Returns randomly selected element from a non-empty sequence. An empty sequence argument traces index error. So, pag daw empty, error. So, this is a sequence, collection, set, a group. Okay? So, ang pagpipilian niya, 12, 23, 45, 67, 65, 43. Each value is called element. So, pipili lang siya ng isang element. And yun yung re-return na value. What if wala tayong pinasa sa kanya? Error, choice missing, sequence. For line number 7. What if ang ipasa natin is a variable? Pwede kaya yan? Pwede. And do sa example kanina, also, for choice, pwede siyang mag-random dahil string, ano tawag dito? String is a collection, it's a group, a sequence of letters. Pwede natin gamitin yan for random choice. Okay? So, pipili lang siya. Each element or each letter is considered an element. So, pipili siya ng isang letter among the string. Yun yung i-return niya sa'yo. Pwede bang gumamit na string para sa other methods, other functions? Kulit tayo eh. Error. Line 5. Can only concatenate string, not integer. Hindi siya pwedeng mag-generate ng value for, or hindi siya pwedeng gumamit ng string data type for generating random number. So si choice, pwede siya sa data type na number data types, or string data types. Okay? Kapag empty array or empty value, like ganyan, empty, this will raise error as defined dun sa definition niya. Sabi niya, an empty sequence as argument raises index error or error. Okay? Also, we have shuffle. Sa shuffle, this function randomly reorders or nire-rearrange niya yung elements in a list. So, we have here the list and shuffle nire-rearrange niya. For example, yan. For this one, print numbers 12, 23, 45, original arrangement. So, the original arrangement is 12, 23, 45, 67, 65, 43. Same lang kung paano mo siya dineclare. Then, tinawag natin yung random shuffle na function. Isa-shuffle niya yung list na numbers. And then, kapag pinrint mo na yung random list, shuffle arrangement. Ang pinrint niya yan, sinashuffle niya. Or nagkakaroon siya ng bagong arrangement. Every time nirarun mo, bagong arrangement. Okay, ito po yun. Shuffle arrangement. And you also have random sample. For random sample, sampler o kukuha siya ng certain values from the collection. Sample. So from our choices, 12, 23, 45, 67, 65, 43, kasi ito yung kinuhanan niya, numbers. Ito yung tinawag natin. Kukuha siya ng sample. So kinuha niya 23, 12, 67, 43 from our collection of numbers. What if gusto ko dalawa lang? You change the second parameter or argument. Kuha ka ng dalawang values. Mag-generate siya dalawang values. But same from the same list or collection. Kung ano yung ginamit mong collection. Gusto mo ng isa, isa lang yun din yung magiging output niya. Gusto mo ng 5, 5 yung puproduce niya. 6, o 6 lahat naman kasi yan, o lahat ipoproduce niya. What if more than the given? Pwede kaya yun? Error is sample larger than population. O, mas marami daw yung hinihingi mo. Mas maraming hinihingi mo dun sa kung anong meron. Huwag ganun, men. O dapat bilang. O what if 0 nilagay mo? O wala siyang i-output. What if negative? Negative 1. That is not a number. Error. Okay? Sample. Yan yung mga function under random module. Question? Question?
None, ma'am.
Wala po.
Wala na.
Uy, Jolly, you're here na.
Ma'am, kanina pa pa.
Okay. So we also have seed. Ano kayang ginagawa nitong seed? Control C. Pakita lang natin yung seed. So si seed, ginagamit natin yung seed before tayo gumamit ng random function, any random function. So example, our start for random numbers is 25 and ending is 50. So si seed, ang ginagawa niya is, ginagawa niyang static. Random choice siya, pero hindi siya nagbabago every run. Yung mga ginagawa natin kanina, every run natin nagbabago siya. Pero since gumamit tayo ng seed, yun na yun. Parang yun yung stopper niya. Nagiging static siya. What if palitan natin yung seed? Magbabago din yung value. However, every run mo, same na siya. Random siya among the range 25 to 50. Pero dahil meron kang ginamit na seed, yun at yun lang yung value yung ibabalik niya sa'yo. Okay? Yan yung seed. So, meron din tayong different functions under random functions in Python. Iba-iba din yan. Depende sa kung anong kailangan mo. Yung mga dinidiscuss natin, yun yung mga common lang na ginagamit. Okay? Hindi na natin iisa-isayin yan. Next is strings. Ay, tapos na tayo sa numbers. Any question about numbers? String na tayo? O, question muna sa numbers.
Wala.
Ask me 2 questions.
Wala po, ma'am.
Wala po, ma'am.
Ask me 2 questions. Anyone? 2 questions. Ay? Oh. String na tayo. Move on tayo habang... Girls, nanyo kayo? Paramdam kayo. Kahit paminsan-minsan lang. Where my girls at? Okay, so for string, alam niyo na yan. String data type. This is a collection of letters, words, with or without meaning. Basta collection of a series of letters or characters siya. And enclosed with a single quote or double quote. These are classified as a string. So, collection of letters or characters, sabi ni ma'am. So, kapag nilagay ko dyan is 1, 2, 3, 4 special characters, that is considered as a string, kahit number yan. Kasi, this is called alphanumeric, di ba? Alphanumeric string. Kapag pure letters, alphabetic, basta alpha sila. Pagka mahinaluan na ng special characters and numbers, alphanumeric. But still, dahil naka-enclose siya sa double quote or single quote, these are string data types. Okay? So may difference po yung 1, 2, 3, 4 at saka yung 1, 2, 3, 4 na ganyan. Diba? Ito ay number, ito ay string. Yung sum at yung sum. This is variable. This is string. So pagka sinabi kong print sum, your output here is, ang output niyan is 0. Or kung ano man yung value ng sum. So your output will be 100. Pero kung print sum, your value is, or your output is the word sum. That's the power of single quote or double quote. Okay? So example, we have here variable 1, hello world, variable 2, Python programming. Print natin, variable 1, variable 2, i-output lang niya. Basic operation in string is getting the substring. This example, for this one, this is a substring. A series of, or part of the string. This is a substring. Kung ano yung original arrangement niya. This is a substring. This is a substring. Okay? Ang tawag dun sa operation na yon is slicing. Common is even one character or one letter is a substring. Substring, part siya ng original string. And common slicing or getting substring is getting the index. So var1, slice natin. This is your slice operation, yung square bracket. And then you indicate kung ano yung index. Index is the address of each element. And in programming, if we count through index, we always start with 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is your space, 6 is the capital W, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is the exclamation point. For our example, var1 index 0, what is your expected output? Anong magiging output nito?
H, ma'am.
H. Hatch. Letter hatch. Asan na? Hindi ka na lumabas. Run natin. Run. Okay lang, Ryan. Copy. Reload ko lang. Pumasok lang si Ryan. Bumagan yung internet natin. Nakakainis. Joke lang. O yun. Hatch. Kung ano yung capitalization niya, siya din siya dito. Ne? What if ang gusto kong i-output is W from the world? Anong index number gagamitin ko?
Six, ma'am.
Ilan? 6?
6 po.
Try 6. Oh my God! Ano nangyayari? Gumana ka na maayos. Ay. Let's try 6. Run. Uy. Uy. What is wrong with my, Ayan, ayan, W. Okay? 6. This is 6. What if I want yung letter R? Anong index number?
8 po.
8. If it changes to 8, lalabas is the letter R. Okay. Ang behavior kasi niyan, example, yan. We are allocating or we are assigning the string hello world sa variable 1. So behind our processor, mag-allocate yan sa memory ng isang location for var1. And var1 is string. Each string, ang pag-handle niya ng string is bawat location or bawat letter merong isang location. So this is the location for H, this is for E, this is for L, this is for L, this is for O. Also, your spaces and special characters, meron silang location sa memory. This is your W, this is O, this is R, this is L, this is D, and this is exclamation. Yan. So, ganyan yung representation niya sa memory. And then, each location, meron siyang address. var0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, index 5, index 6, index 7, index 8, index 9, index 10, index 11. Kaya pag tinawag mo var1 index 7, lalabas is 0. var1 index 8, lalabas is R, which is kung ano yung naging output natin. What if var 11 ang tinawag ko? Ano yung magiging output?
Exclamation, ma'am.
Exclamation. Yun yung lumabas. What if 12 yung nilagay ko? var 1 index 12. What will be your output?
Error.
Error. Stating index out of range. Kasi you do not have index 12 hanggang 11 ka lang. So, index out of range is your error. Okay? Naintindihan yon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next. We also have sa slicing is you can state yung start kung saan siya magsisimula at kung hanggang saan yung ikukunin niyang substring. So for example, we will start daw at index 1. Your index 1 is what? Index 1 is from var to variable 2.
Y.
Y.
Y, ma'am.
So this is your index 1, Y. And then, ending index is 5 minus 1, which is 4. What is index 4?
O, ma'am.
So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So kukunin natin yung YTHO. YTHO. Index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. So ito yung substring na nakuha niya from our given. var2 index 1 until the value before index 5. Run mo YTHO yung slice value or substring. Okay?
Ma'am.
Okay, next. Updating strings. So, pwede rin pala tayong magpalit ng value or baguhin yung string. So, example, let's try this one. So, paano natin babasahin to? So, your original string is hello world stored at variable 1. And then, sabi niya, with the operation slice, colon 6. Start daw tayo with index 6. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With index 6, start doon, lagay mo Python. So pagka pinrint natin yan, error. Kulang siya ng and close. Hello Python. So imbis na hello world, hello Python yung lumabas. Kasi gumamit tayo ng operation na concatenation. So slice natin hanggang index 6 plus idagdag mo daw yung string na Python. Kaya hello Python yung lumabas. Pero kung pinrint mo or tinawag mo pa rin yung original value, var1, hindi naman nagalaw yung original value. Hello world pa rin siya. One time lang yung changing ng value. Dito lang siya nag-run. Pero hindi siya na-save dun sa actual variable. Kaya pag pinrint mo yung actual variable, yung original value pa rin niya inalabas. Unless, ang ginawa mo, in-override mo yung value. var1 gets this one. Kaya pag tinawag mo yung print var1 again, so slice until index 6 plus Python, this will be the new value for var1. Kapag ka tinawag natin si var1, na-override na yung original value. Okay? Wala na si Luigi, wala nang load, wala na akong taga-okay.
Opo.
Okay. Next.
Yes, ma'am.
Escape characters. Escape characters, familiar kayo dito eh, di ba? You have yung backslash, backslash, backslash n. Di ba? Pag nag-backslash n, mag-next line siya. Backslash, 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 double quote. Nagamit nyo na yan sa previous programs. Ang problema dito, hindi gumagana lahat ng escape characters. Try natin dito sa kabila. Uy, sana hindi ka nagluloko. Nagluloko kasi ito tansan eh. O, diba? Nagluloko siya. Try natin. Refresh ko lang. Okay, backslash A. Anong ginagawa ng backslash A? Ayun. Backslash A is computer beep. If narinig nyo yun, yan. Diba? Saya. Narinig nyo?
Opo.
Yan. That is yung backslash A, computer beep. The rest, discuss natin real quick. Okay. Backslash B, information technology. If you notice, yung information, wala yung N. Backslash B is backspace. Backslash N is new line. Ito yung information technology. Information, then new line technology. Backslash T is tab. Kaya nakita niyo space between information and technology. Meron siyang malaking space. This is your tab. Backslash V is vertical tab. This is your vertical tab. Ganyan yung itsura niya, vertical tab. And then, we also have the backslash backslash. Ito yan. And the backslash double quote. So, kung gusto kong naka-enclose yung information sa double quote, gamit ako ng backslash double quote. There you go. Ayan yung output. So, siyempre, lagyan mo ng space. Yan. Okay? These are your escape characters. And then, ayun. Yun yung escape characters. Question? Wala.
Ma'am.
Okay, next. String operators. Ang dali-dali lang ng string, no? Favorite ko nga ito, Control C. Lahat ng stringong manipulation. Okay. So, sa string operations, gumagamit din siya ng plus, multiplication, yung slice, yung diniscuss natin kanina, membership operation in, not in. So, paano kaya niya pinaprocess yan? Example, we have word 1, value is hello. Word 2, value is world. Tagalin natin yan. World. Okay? Print word 1 plus word 2. Ano kaya yung magiging value niyan? The answer is hello world. So, pinagsama niya yung first word at saka yung second word. Hello world. Ma'am, walang space. Kasi walang space yung original word mo. Pero kung maglagay ka ng space dito, magkaka-space yan. Magkalagay ka ng space dun sa kabila, magkaka-space yan. Huwag mo akong pahiya. Lumabas ka. Magkaka-space yan. O yan. What if ganito? Space plus. So, word 1, hello, plus space, plus word 2. Yan. So, we call this, we in IT terms, kapag gumagamit tayo ng plus sa string, that is concatenation. Okay? Next is, what if ang pinlas natin is number. 1, 2, 3. Pwede kaya yun? Word plus number data type, string plus number data type, error. Can only concatenate string, not integer. So, hindi daw pwedeng integer. What if direct string siya? Hello. Hello, sexy. So, tawagin niya yung word 1, hello. Second na value is sexy or string, space sexy. Hello, sexy. Okay? So, pwede lang natin i-concatenate is string and string data type. Next is we have the multiplication or yung multiply sign. Word 1 times 2, the output is hello, hello. So, dinodoble niya. Pwede kaya mag-multiply tayo ng string to string? Word 1 multiply word 2. Can't multiply sequence by non-integer of type. Kailangan daw integer. Pwede bang ang value natin is variable? Word 1 multiply by x. X is a data type, number data type. Yes. Ang gagawin niya, word 1 times 3. Hello, hello, hello. Okay? Next is slicing. So, na-try natin ito kanina. Hello. Index 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, labas. Output is O. Another is substring slice. 0, index 9. Or 9 minus 1, which is 8. 0 to 8. Since wala naman siyang 8, ang kukunin niya is yung buong value. Kapag 4 or 5, ang kukunin niya is yung buong value, yung buong word. Pag kinuha natin is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3. So, ang kukunin lang niya is hanggang index 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, which is, ang output is hell. Okay, that is slicing. Not membership operation in, not in. So, tatanong lang niya if the character is a member of that string. So, is E in word 1 true or false?
True.
True. Is E not in word 1?
False.
False. Kaya pag nirun mo true, yes, E is in word 1. False, E is not in word 1. That is false kasi meron siyang E. What if R? Is R in word 1? R not in word 1?
False.
Okay, yung una muna. R in word 1, true or false?
True.
May R sa word 1?
False, ma'am.
False, ma'am.
Nalito ka na. R not in word 1.
True.
Okay, so that is false and true. Pag niran natin, false and true. False, R is not in word 1. Wala tayong R dito. R is not in word 1. True kasi wala naman talaga siyang R. Okay? And also in operation, we have the R or raw input. So example here, we have information technology. Kapag gumamit tayo ng, ba't di nyo nakikita dito? Example, backslash. Control Z, backslash N. Kapag gumamit tayo ng backslash N, nag-new line yung next word. However, pag gumamit tayo ng R or raw string, yung R ginagamit yan before the first double quote or single quote. Ipiprint niya yung raw string, pati yung mga backslash N. Okay? What if capital R? Pwede. What if, yan, small. So, ganyan yung raw string. Minsan ginagamit yan sa mga locations. Halimbawa, C files, my documents. Kunwari. So, pagka kasi ginamitan natin ng ganito, double, original niya, location file or yung path is double backslash tapos isang backslash. Pero pag in-output mo, isa lang yung lalabas. So, baka maiba yung location niya. So, para makuha ko yung actual, gamit ako ng R para makuha ko yung raw input. So, double slash. Okay? Question? Next is formatting or place.
Stress na po.
Ay, stress na ba? Actually, hanggang 3:30 tayo, di ba? Pero, suko na ba?
Okay lang. Okay pa po, ma'am.
Awat na ba? Awat na?
Kaya pa, ma'am.
Kaya pa. Formatting or placeholders. Ito, madali lang to. Placeholder. So, example, I have two values. Bar 1 is equals to hello. And then num1 is equals to 95. Kapag piniprint natin yung mga ganyan, print hi, tapos concatenate tayo. Bar 1 plus my score is run. Okay? So, lalabas yung value ng var 1 at saka yung num1. Pero, sometimes, pwede tayong gumamit na tinatawag nating placeholders. So, print hi percent S my score is percent D. And then percent var 1 num1. So yung placeholder, parang placemat sa dining table, 'di ba? Meron tayong mga placemat. Kung yung mga pangmayaman, like sina Angel ganyan, may placemat sila sa bahay. So, yung placemat, doon mo papatong yung or doon mo ilalagay yung plates mo. Ganon din sa analogy sa placeholder. So yung percent %s, this is to read string. var1 is a string. Kung ano yung value ng string, dito daw niya ipipwesto. Tapos percent %d is for integers. num1 is integer. So dito niya ipipwesto yung value ng num1. Kaya pag pinrint mo yan, same lang yung nagiging output. Yan yung purpose ng mga placeholders. Okay? Nanawala tayo mga estudyante ko.
Ma'am.
Nandito pa po.
Opo.
Siya.
Ma'am,
Then,
present.
okay. So, percent %s is for string. What if ginamit natin string, pero ang pinwesto natin dito is integer? Pwede. Kasi we can convert number data types to string. What if %d yung ginamit, pero ang value or ang variable is string data type. %d, which is for integer, pero yung variables mo is string at saka number. This will result to error. %d format, a number is required, not string. Nagbigay ka ng string, kailangan %d daw, integer. So this will result into error. Dapat match. Kung number, %d. Kapag string, %s yung gagamitin. Okay? We also have other like, let's try this one. Ito. %c, num1. Ito. Num1 is 95. Kunin natin yung value, absolute value, which is 95. Tapos, gumamit tayo ng %c. Anong ginagawa ng %c? Kino-convert niya into a Unicode character. 95, what is this? What if this is 65? That is capital A. 97. That is small a. So this is 4%D. Character. C is for character. %s is string. Pwedeng number, pwedeng string data type. Pag number siya, like this one, ko-convert pa rin niya into a string. This one, O and X. Okay. For O and X, O is for octal, X is for hexa. We have here given num2. Kapag ganyan yan, num2, and naglagay tayo ng 10111111, pag pinrint natin yung num2, ito. Pero in actuality, this is, ilang ano to? True, million, billion, trillion, o more than trillion ang value nito. Pag nag-plus 2 tayo, plus 2, ayan. More than trillion and then 3 pesos. Ganyan yung value. Pero, ang intention natin, this is a binary number. Paano ko siya mapiprint as a binary number? Or binary value? Kapag ginamitan natin ng 0B, B stands for binary, ititreat niya tong number na to as a binary value. Kaya pag pinrint niya yung num, print num, this is the value. Convert mo tong binary na to into a decimal, 48,879. And then kapag gumamit tayo ng %O, which is octal, yung num2, ko-convert niya into octal. 137357. How do you convert octal, binary to octal? Group them into 3. 1, 2, 3. 111 is 7. Next, 101. 1, 2, 4, 4 plus 1, this is 5. Next is 0, 1, 1. 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Next, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1 is 7. 0, 1, 1 is 3. 7, 3. And then yung nag-iisa is, dagdagan mo ng 0 sa left, 0, 0, 1, that is 1. So the value of this in octal is 137537 pag gumamit ka ng %O. Kapag %X, small x, ko-convert niya yung binary value into hexadecimal, capital X, capital hexa. Okay? Also, we have %F and G. What is %F and G? So example, we have float, pi value 3.14, blah, blah, blah. That is your float value. %F and %G is for decimal types. Anong ginagawa nila? Placeholder sila. Kung ang %D is for integer, %F is for float. You can use also %S, %D, and %F sa Java and sa C language. Yung other, I'm not sure if may ganun din sila. Pero yung S, D, and F, yan, ginagamit natin yan. So from our value, 3.1415, kinukuha niya yung, pinapaikli niya yung decimal natin, %F. And then %G, mas maikli ng isang decimal place kay %F. So, kung ang %F ng num4 is 3.141593, less 1 decimal value, hanggang 9 lang yung kay G. Ganun din yung capital G. Pareho lang yung small g at saka capital G. Less 1 value from %F. Now, if gusto mo, meron kang certain decimal places, tulad dun sa round off kanina, kaso dun sa round off kanina kasi, nagpo-plus 1 siya kung mag-round off siya. We can indicate the number of places for %F para ma-indicate natin kung ilang number or decimal places yung gagamitin, magdadagdag ka ng point something dito, 0.2. Pag 0.1, kunan niya yung first or yung isang decimal value. Pagka 0.2F, dalawang decimal places, 0.3, tatlong decimal places, pag 0.4, apat na decimal places. Ganun din po sa %G. Okay? %F minus 1 place. Okay? And rounded off na siya dito, oh. Ganun din pala siya for rounded off. Nira-round off din niya yung decimal places. Ano pa yung mga iba pang placeholders? Ay, wala na ang placeholders. Oh, akala ko dalawa na lang. Triple quote. Okay pa ba? Madali lang to, triple quote.
Ma'am.
Walang question sa placeholders. %F, %O, %G, %S, %D, %C. Triple quote. Di ba merong tayong example last time na ganyan? You are the child of universe. Kapag ka pinaghiwa-hiwalay mo siya ng line, nag-error siya. So, ang solusyon natin, we have to put, kapag ang nilagay mo is backslash lang or continuation character, anong nawawala sa kanya? Print. Dapat tuloy pa rin siya. Hindi siya nagtuloy. You are. Oh, tama naman. Pag dire-diretso siya. Sa kabila nga. Okay. Run. Okay. So, pag dire-diretso yan na string, mahaba, ganun din yung pag-print niya hanggang kung ano yung cover niya. And then, pagka hinati-hati natin yan, gusto mo ng ganyang format, this is error kasi end of line, scanning literal. Ang solusyon natin dyan is ilalagay natin ng continuation character. Ayan. Pero same din yung output. Pero kung gusto mong per line yung printing, what we do is per backslash n for new line, and then kailangan mo ng continuation character para dire-diretso siya. So, ang print niya is hindi dire-diretso but per line na siya. Now, the power of triple quote, kahit wala yang ganyan, kapag ginamitan natin ng triple quote, your output will be as is. Kahit wala na yung backslash n at saka yung continuation character. Kung paano yung pagkaka-format mo sa print niya, yun yung ipiprint niya. Ang galing, no? And lastly are string methods. Okay. Umpisahan ko lang yung isang string. String method. Ayan. Okay. Ito muna. And then we'll end. Okay. String method, para rin siyang function. String methods. So these are sub or predefined programs. Tinatawag na lang natin siya. So meron na siyang program behind this. Tapos gagamitin lang natin siya or implement. For example, I have here name, string, Namjoon, small n, tapos capital J, tapos small na lahat. Kapag ginamit ko yung capitalize method, name, this is the name, and then the method is capitalized, your output will be kakapitalize niya yung first letter. If upper yung ginamit ko method, kakapitalize niya or uppercase niya lahat ng characters. Lower, lowercase niya lahat ng characters. And then, swap case, pagpapalitin niya yung casing ng mga letters. If original is small, palalaki niya. If original is capital character, your uppercase, lowercase niya, and then swap case nga niya. If lower, gagawin niya, if lowercase, gagawin niya uppercase, if uppercase, gagawin niya lowercase. So, ganyan yung mga method or string methods. And string methods, we have other string methods. Center, count, starts with, ends with, find, index, depende sa function, and gamit. We also have is, or identity operation. Is it all alphabet number? Is it alpha? Is it digit? Is it lower? Is it numeric? Is it space? Is it title? Is it upper? Is it decimal? Is it upper cases? methods like L strip, left strip, right strip, strip for left and right. We also have for getting the value of or getting the length of a string, the length or kung ilan yung characters niya, the max and the min. Ano kayang ginagawa ng max at saka min? Try nga natin. Max letter is O and the min letter is J. Bakit J? Kasi mas minimum yung A, J, capital sa small a. Kung pare-pareho siya ng characters, your minimum letter is A, maximum is O. Pero kung sa casing is considered, Unicode value of J, mas mababa siya. J is 60 something, 70 something, tapos A is 97. Mas maliit yung capital J. Okay, yan yung pong mga methods natin. Yeah, those are the methods, string methods. Okay, that's all for today. You can experiment kung ano yung iba pang value ng string methods. You can try to copy this other. These are programs na mag-run naman to kapag kinapi-paste nyo. Same lang. And find out kung para saan yung split, para saan yung method na yon. Word split lines. O, di ba? Hoy, ba't nandito na yung answer natin dun sa activity? Andun na lahat.
Amen.
So, laruin nyo na lang yan nung activity nyo and check kung anong method yung kailangan nyo for the output of the activity. Gets? I will upload this this PowerPoint in a while, then you can work it out. Any question for today, guys?
Wala po.
No, ma'am.
Can you open